Of course, now the same arguments will arise, but that was a living will. My grandmother spoke to a lawyer and wrote down in a will documenting the fact that she was leaving everything to me, that she wanted to make sure I was taken care of. I don't know how the will became a living will, but I know that most families would have respected a living will. My family decided that the living will was only valid while she was alive and that she intended for it to go away once she died. My family believes that my grandmother, when she was alive, wanted the best for me, wanted me taken care of, made her intentions very clear to a lawyer on paper that she wanted me taken care of. But only while she was alive. After she died, since it was only a living will and not a final will, she must have intended for me to have been left completely homeless. Only my family would have seen it that way and argued it that way. Because a normal family would see the living will and see the statements that she made in it and understand that her intention was to take care of me. Alive or dead, her intention was to take care of me. And my family used semantics to say, well, that was when she was alive, she's dead now. That living will used to be a final will. I know that because my grandfather had a will. That's the one that Kathy was written out of. I know there was a will. There was always a will. But somehow it got changed from a final will to a living will. And my family just abandoned me to be homeless while having a document saying that that was the last thing my grandmother wanted. It's just not what normal loving families do. It is what drug addicted families do, which is what is happening. She sat down with a lawyer. She made her wishes extremely clear. If you choose to go against your mother's wishes because it wasn't legally documented correctly, it's literally just greed and selfishness and the fact that you don't really care what your mother's wishes were. I don't know how the final will got turned into a living will, but I know that even in the living will, she was very clear that she wanted me taken care of. And instead, I wound up homeless for 5 years.